Earthsearch 2, a new adventure serial in time and space by James Follett. Android Surgeon General Kraken is no longer obeying the Angel's commands. Kraken's higher logic levels have been damaged, and now the android has decided to exploit the severely weakened state of Angel 1 and 2 by attempting to seize total control of the Challenger. Earthsearch 2, Part 8, Megalomania.
Tidy.
What?
Oh, you've no idea how glad we are to see you.
Tidy, how well do you know this part of the ship?
I know my way round most of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
If you're lost, I should stay lost, because Android Surgeon General Kraken is after you.
What? How do you know?
I do monitor the android's signals traffic. I heard that there was a commotion near the main control room.
Yes, it's more than a commotion, Tidy, it's a war.
Well, don't expect me to clear it up afterwards.
Listen, Tidy, we need your help.
You can clean it up yourself.
We were separated from Telson and the others. You're to head towards the main control room.
You want me to go annoying Kraken?
Yes.
Have you seen the size of that android?
Yes, I have.
I just managed to dodge him a few minutes ago. 6 manipulators he's got. 6.
Tidy.
I shudder to think what sort of mess he'd turn me into.
Well, it's nothing to the mess I'll turn you into if you don't do as you're told. Now, you're to find Telson and the others and tell them that Astra and Darv are in the farm gallery. Is that understood?
I suppose so.
Tidy.
What?
When you've done that, pick up whatever PD weapons you can find and then bring them to us in the farm gallery.
Telson's emergency irrigation scheme will help. Oh, most of the fruit in this row can be saved. Darv, what's the matter?
Oh, I shouldn't have left Telson and the others.
Oh, but you said Telson was attacking Kraken.
Not very successfully. That android seems invincible. But I think they managed to get away.
Try calling them again on the radio collar.
I just did. Nothing. I wonder what happened to Elka. She could never fight.
That shows how little you know our daughter. Sometimes I have this strange feeling that she's not as scatty as she pretends.
You know, once I caught her staring at me with those luminous eyes. And, well, it was as if I was seeing her for an instant with her guard down. Then that inane smile was back. Almost as if it was something that had been turned on with an automatic switch. You think I'm crazy?
Oh.
Well, you're probably right.
No, I've had exactly the same feeling as you.
Maybe it's something to do with us not being given the chance to bring her up. We could always have more children.
Not on the Challenger. If Telson is... well, you'd be the Challenger's commander.
Oh, wait, we don't know that he's dead.
Then what happened to him after the second wave of androids attacked?
Oh, nothing could defeat Telson's ego at present. He's probably arguing with Kraken right now.
He is not to escape.
Oh, is it Kraken?
Yes. Okay.
Names.
Oh, come on.
You make one move and I rip both of you apart. Names.
Darv. This is Astra.
Well, Darv and Astra, you destroyed my control room androids, therefore you can replace them. Move.
He made me tell him where you were.
Telson, straight ahead.
What was it?
Something moved at the end of the corridor.
One of Kraken's androids?
I don't know. That shooting's knocked out most of the lighting. It's difficult to see. But whatever it is, it's hiding behind that bulkhead wreckage.
Right. Cover me.
He'd come back. You'll get us both killed.
Listen. That doesn't sound like an android.
It's Elka. Elka. Oh, it's me, Shana. Oh. Look, there's nothing to be frightened of. Fighting's all over now. Come on.
Elka? Where's Bran?
Over there.
I'll go and have a look.
Oh. Look, all right, Elka. It's all over. There's no more fighting. How is he?
There's a lot of blood.
Yes, I can see that.
Breathing strongly. I don't think his head injury is as bad as it looks.
I'll see to him. Will you look after Elka?
All right. Now, tell me what happened, Elka.
We were driven back down this corridor during
Yeah.
the second android attack.
Yes.
A PD blast blinded us, and I lost the radio collar.
All right, all right.
Then our PD weapons were exhausted, and there was nothing we could do.
No.
Bram was knocked over by a blast. I thought he was dead.
Oh, now, listen. It's all over now, Elka. It's all over.
I keep calling the angels. They
I know.
won't answer. Why won't they answer?
The main fibre optic control tracks have been damaged in the fighting. But they must know what's going on because some service androids came to our help during the worst of the fighting.
He's coming round.
I see.
Bran, it's Shana.
He's going to be all
Can
right.
you hear me, Bran?
I went to try and
Is
find him
that
some
you,
water just now. When I was coming back, I saw Darv and Astra.
You did? Where?
Down there. They're past the end of the corridor.
How long ago?
Oh, I don't know. 10 minutes? 15?
Right, I better get after them.
No, wait.
What?
They were with Kraken. I think they were prisoners. They were walking in front of him, and he had a PD weapon pointing at them. Tidy was trailing along behind.
Tell me, Elka, how did this happen to Bran?
Look, don't worry about that now, Shana. We've got to find somewhere safe.
He fell when the blast hit the bulkhead.
But this injury's on the back of his head.
All right, so he fell backwards. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Does it matter right now, Shana?
I suppose not.
Look, don't move, anyone.
What's wrong?
I can't see properly with this lighting, but there's an android or something skulking down there. You! You! Come here immediately! Move!
All right, all right.
Oh, Tidy.
No need to point that thing at me. As if there isn't enough mess everywhere as it is.
Tidy.
What?
You know what happened to Darv and Astra?
That great brute of a surgical unit caught the three of us in the farm gallery. He took us to the main control room, but I managed to slip away. He wasn't interested in me.
How did he know where to find you?
How should I know?
Were Darv and Astra armed?
Darv was wearing a radio collar, but I don't remember him finding any PD weapons.
We'd better call a surgical android from the suspended animation chamber to see to Bran's injury, and then get back to the observatory.
You know this place?
It's the main control room.
It's exactly the same, Darv. Nothing's been changed.
Everything has been changed. This is my kingdom. Here is where I rule the Challenger.
Is that why you think the Guardian Angels created you, Kraken?
To rule when they were weak. I am always strong. They tried to destroy me just as you did.
We messed up your troops, though, eh, Kraken?
Don't antagonize him.
But Android Surgeon General Kraken is too strong. Correct?
Yeah.
You agree? That is good. You will share my glory when I conquer everything. But first you will help me operate this control room.
Everything? What do you mean, conquer everything?
Everything.
You mean all of space?
A sun. I will start by conquering a sun.
What a bright idea. How?
I will conquer the nearest sun. Suns are powerful, but not as powerful as Android Surgeon General Kraken. You see this sun in the center of the main view screen?
He's mad.
Right, but we can humor him. Yes, Kraken, we can see it.
It is one of a group of stars. You will tell Kraken how far it is.
Don't you know how far it is, Kraken?
You will not question my orders.
I'll do it. The star is just under 4 light months distant.
It is no distance.
It is if you're going the wrong way. We're not on course for that star, Kraken. In fact, we're not on any course. The Challenger is drifting.
We will set a course and velocity for that star. You will help me.
What are we going to do? His logic's finished.
We've got to play him along.
We need 4 to man the control room, Kraken.
I can manage 2 consoles at the same time.
Oh, clever old you.
Darv.
We will go to that sun and Kraken will conquer it. First we will reorientate the ship and then we start acceleration.
Well, then someone opened fire on Kraken.
That was me. I wasn't going to listen to an android laying down the law.
That's interesting. The optical telescope's getting some lateral movement from the constellations.
Well, then a wave of androids appeared from nowhere. I started shooting, but they drove us back. Elka dragged me into a corridor, and Kraken shouted at me.
He really ought to rest. I mean, he's been through a real spin. You can't expect Bran to remember everything that was being yelled.
Well, he would remember what Kraken yelled. That android has a very distinctive voice. Listen, is anyone interested in my readings?
Shouldn't we be worrying about Astra and Darth?
I'll worry about them, Elka.
Why you? They're my parents.
Well, you've not shown much concern before, Elka. If we're going to deal with that maniac android, then I need to know a lot more about it. So what did Kraken say, Bran?
Oh, look, people. He'd never remember.
You will let Bran answer, or I'll have you locked in your quarters.
I
Well, Bran?
don't remember.
You see?
Yes, I do see. You're both to go to your quarters and stay there until I say.
Not unless the angels say so. You have no right to order me around.
Come on, Bran.
No! This is something you can't make me do. I'm the rightful commander of this ship.
Angel 1?
Commander.
You heard all that, of course?
Yes, Commander.
Then tell Bran that unless
All right, we're going. But you're only the Challenger's commander during the emergency, Telson. You tell him that, Angel 1. Come on, Elka.
Yes, Bran.
That was an odd thing he said.
Yes, well, I can't say I blame him. It's a bit of a come-down.
No, before that. When he said, this is something you can't make me do.
So?
Well, he didn't say it to you. He said it to Elka.
Oh, you must be mistaken. Why would he say to her? Angel 2?
Commander,
You're both now fully recovered.
we were never in a serious malfunctioning state, Commander.
One day, my beloved angels, one far-off and unlikely day, we might be able to persuade the pair of you to differentiate between truth and fiction.
We do not understand you, Commander.
Forget it. You used to have primary control of the main control room systems, Angel 2, so presumably you were responsible for the design of Kraken.
That is correct, Commander.
A special surgical unit with the necessary intelligence and ability to command the main control room, because you didn't trust humans in there, right? And as always, you messed up everything, because Kraken's self-preservation intelligence levels manifested themselves as ambition. We all want Kraken destroyed, therefore you'd better tell me everything about him. Firstly, what sort of intelligence does he have? Neurotronic or organic, or both?
Organic only. It was necessary for such a high-level intelligence.
All right. Now for details. Stand by to record this, Shauna.
Right, standing by. Oh, but what about my readings? Haven't the angels noticed anything?
I want to know his audio threshold response levels, angle of vision, rate of acceleration from stationary, maximum straight line speed, electromagnetic spectrum bandwidth for reception and transmission. Can he receive radio collar traffic, for example?
No, he cannot, although a number of his subordinate androids could. They used to report radio collar traffic to him. From the numbers of androids you say you destroyed, he is now alone and therefore unable to hear what is being said over the collars.
You are sure about that, too? Have you checked the unused android stock levels?
Yes.
All right. So what are likely to be the immediate problems with him? And how serious was that threat of his to destroy all of us, including the Challenger?
It would be best to treat such a threat as very serious. Kraken's decision-making levels have not been zeroed as they should have been. Therefore, the judgment levels in his intelligence will have been reassigned to decision-making, because decision-making has priority.
So what can't he judge anymore?
His own physical limitations. He will imagine that he is invincible.
Oh, no.
That's all we need in the control room. Can he operate the control room consoles with only Darv and Astra helping?
Yes. His manipulators are capable of making delicate adjustments to two consoles at the same time.
Well, that's something we'll have to bear in mind. All right, Angel 2, I want you to run through his entire specification. Leave out nothing, even if you don't consider it important.
Commander Telson.
Yes?
I have some navigational information.
Yes, I monitored it on the telescope, Angel 1.
Monitored what?
The Challenger is manoeuvring.
The maneuver is not yet complete, but it seems that the Challenger is being orientated towards the nearest star in the group. A main sequence sun that is approximately 4 light months distant.
Directional thrust computers.
Activated on system level A and running.
Level B to standby. Level C to standby. I thought I might have forgotten all of this.
Directional thrust computers cleared at all levels. Inertial loading.
Coming up to a lock-on to your pretty little light, Kraken. Reorientation rate steady.
He's mad, completely unhinged.
I have a clearance requirement for stage 5 on pre-thrust checks.
Level 4 functioning. Level 5 to maintain standby status. So what do we do?
Primary drive.
Primary drive clear. Well?
Meteoroid shield.
I'm racking my brains.
Say again.
Meteoroid shields. Are they at green?
Meteoroid shields at green. You are saying more than is necessary for the reorientation procedure.
Just confirming with Astra, Kraken. We haven't done this for some years.
Humans do not have the efficient memories of androids. Particle sweeps.
Particle sweeps retracted from maneuvering.
Darv, Astra, this is Telson. Can you hear me?
Confirmation required for level 5 standby status. That was Telson's voice.
Confirmed.
Radio collar.
Yes.
All orientation lights to green. Repeat last check if you heard me, Telson.
What?
Correction. I mean Kraken. Apologies, Kraken.
Good.
Slip of the tongue. We're used to Telson being in command. Inefficient human memories, you know.
Confirmation required for level 5 standby status.
Level 5 standby status confirmed.
Level 6.
Orientation proceeding satisfactorily. Level 6 not required.
Try and tell me what's going on, Darv.
Orientation cancellation on automatic. We'll have your sun centered in less than a minute, Kraken. Have you thought about how you're going to conquer it?
One problem at a time.
He's mad.
We have a number of problems.
Is he that bad?
Confirmed.
What is that confirmation?
Orientation is complete.
You are not giving the correct responses. I could make a serious mistake. You will give the correct responses or Kraken will destroy you before your rebirth.
Rebirth?
I have information from the library about suns. Suns are givers of life and of mighty energies. Without them, nothing can exist. This information is correct?
Well, yes.
Kraken will become endowed with those mighty energies. We will take the Challenger to that sun and seize those energies, and then we will travel to another sun, and another, and with every sun, Kraken's strength will grow and grow until he is the mightiest intellect of all.
Oh, no.
Confirmed.
Come back, Fagor. All is forgiven.
Poor Bran. Is it still hurting? Let me see. Ah, the suspended animation chamber android did a terrific job. Your skin tissue's regenerating nicely.
Why did you hit me, Elka?
What an adorable hurt expression, Bran. It just shows how awful I can be.
Why, Elka?
Because Bran was going to be a naughty little boy and do what Elka didn't want him to do.
I wasn't going to surrender to that android. You said I wasn't to. When have I ever gone against your wishes?
Elka didn't know that.
Please don't talk like that.
Why not?
You know why not.
You know what it's leading up to. Yes, Bran? But Elka is angry with you, Bran. Very angry. You lost control of the ship.
It's what the angels wanted.
But not what I wanted, Bran. Look at me.
No, Elka.
Look deep into my eyes, Bran.
Please, Elka.
You've spent your entire life trying to resist me, haven't you, Bran?
No.
Look into my eyes, Bran. Look into them. That's better. Are my eyes not beautiful, Bran?
Beautiful, Elka.
What are they doing now?
They're getting larger.
They are becoming more beautiful with every beat of your heart.
Yes.
With every single beat of your heart.
Yes, more beautiful.
You want to please me, don't you, Bran?
Yes. Ever since we were tiny children and you made me do wicked things. I did them to please you. You know how I always wanted to please you, Elka. I wanted to make you happy.
But now you've made me unhappy, Bran. So very unhappy.
I'm sorry, Elka.
Losing control of the Challenger. I've been the Challenger's commander ever since we came aboard it as children. My ship, Bran. And you let Telson take it away from me.
But it's what the angels wanted. Please, Angel One, if you're listening, tell her it's what you wanted. Please, I beg of you.
We decided that the emergency was best dealt with by Telson. He has the experience.
But how?
It would be better if you left Bran to rest now, Elka.
But...
Return to your room.
Very well. But how will you take power away from Bran's father and restore it to me when the emergency is over, Angel 2?
That is a minor problem. The emergency with android Surgeon General Kraken seizing total power in the main control room is a major problem.
You have ruled this ship through me, Angels 1 and 2, and yet you never trusted me enough to tell me about the main control room. Do you doubt my abilities?
We have never doubted them, Elka.
Have I not served you well? Have I not placed the power I have over Bran at your service? Power which I've had over him since we were children on Paradise. He has never even dared to show any love for his parents because he knew it would annoy me. That's how total my hold is over him.
We have never doubted your abilities, Elka. That is why we chose you to be the Challenger's commander instead of Bran. But Telson has experience.
If you'd allowed me direct command of the Challenger in my own right, I would have had the experience. Why did you insist on the pretense that Bran was the commander?
For your protection, Elka. You have a strange magnetism that enables you to influence others. A power that may be even stronger in your children. You and your children and their children are destined to rule the Earth. It is the Earth that is important, not the Challenger.
Me? Rule the Earth?
When we have found the Earth, we will give you total power over it, Elka. In the meantime, we must protect you from Telson. If he suspects that you and your descendants are the true leaders of the future, and not his descendants, then he will not hesitate to kill you.
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
It is not possible that it will take so long to reach that star. You will perform the calculations again and again until you have discovered your mistake.
Astra hasn't made a mistake.
The Challenger can travel at near the speed of light. That sun is 4 light months away, therefore the Challenger can reach it in under a year.
Kraken, listen. It can take the Challenger anything up to 6 months to accelerate to cruising velocity and another 6 months to deaccelerate. That sun is too close for us to take the Challenger up to her maximum velocity. So we spend 1 month accelerating at low thrust, 10 months cruising, and 2 weeks in deacceleration at maximum thrust. A voyage profile that puts us into orbit around that sun in just under a year. Those are optimum figures and cannot be improved upon.
Look at my son. A year is too long to wait. Too long.
It's as if he realizes he's going to pieces.
I cannot wait that long. Look at it. It is my son. I must have it now.
See if you can keep him occupied while I have another talk to Telson.
Okay, I'll do my best.
Kraken!
I can't promise anything just yet, but there are a number of ways of shortening the journey by 2 or 3 weeks.
Good.
Telson, this is Darv. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Darv.
I haven't got long to talk. Suddenly, Kraken has got worse. In fact, he's become a megalomaniac. You've got to do something and do it soon. Don't the angels realize what's going on in here?
All their control room monitoring tracks were destroyed during the battle.
Stand by.
Got to stop now. Only please think of something. And quickly. Particle sweeps fully extended and standing by for photonic thrust.
Fusion reactors A through D at peak rated output.
Confirmed. All systems green. Well, at least Kraken seems quiet for once.
Yes.
Whatever it was you called up on his screen is keeping him occupied.
Some more information on the Challenger's photonic drives and their capabilities. He said that he knew about them, but that he'd forgotten. Maybe he'll read and digest and see reason.
Not a hope.
I have it. The Challenger's reactors for the photonic drives work on the nuclear fusion principle.
That's right. That's probably why they're called fusion reactors.
The same process that is taking place inside that sun.
That's right, Kraken.
Then it is not necessary for me to go to that sun. I do not have to wait. It is all here in the information on the Challenger's photonic drives. A 100% overload of the Challenger's fusion reactors, and Challenger will become a sun. A powerful, mighty sun which I shall rule.
A brilliant idea, Kraken. Trouble is, there are about 1,000 safety interlocks on your desk that have to be isolated before I can push my controls up to even a fraction of 1% of overload.
The interlock isolation codes are all listed here. And do you have any idea how fast an android Surgeon General can operate just one manipulator? Watch. What is that?
The first of about 1 billion computer alarm systems that are going to get very unhappy about what you're doing.
You will now push the sliders open.
No.
Push the sliders open or she dies in 3 seconds.
Much as I love Astra, I might as well say go ahead and kill her as push the sliders open.
2 seconds.
Dad, I've loved you always. I can't think of what else to say.
Then I will do it. Out of my way.
No!
Oh, Dad!
I'm all right, Astra.
We'll stay on the floor and keep our heads down. Daddy's forcing the door open.
20% overload. 30%. 40%. What is that?
Look out!
Now, Tidy!
Malfunction.
Astra, pull the sliders back.
Nice throwing, Tidy.
Nice. Look what his PD weapon's done to my manipulator.
Stop that alarm, someone.
And look at the mess the grenade has made. The Surgeon General is very untidy now.
Oh, hello, Telson, Shana.
You both all right?
Yes, I think so.
Good. I'm sorry about leaving you so late. It was all a bit impromptu.
Hey, the navigation console makes for interesting reading now.
Oh, what about it?
Oh, yes. Is this the sun we're heading for?
Yes. We've only just started acceleration, so it won't take us long to close down and reorientate the ship.
No. We might as well let the Challenger continue the journey.
Well, why, Telson?
And I think a few months in suspended animation is called for.
Why?
We'll fix up the suspended animation chamber with a couple of surgical androids under Tidy's control, whether they like it or not.
What?
And Tidy can look after our PD weapons.
Telson, why do we continue to that star?
Because that star is the one Theros told me about on the Space Guard station. It's Novita 6, the solar system where we'll find Earth.
In Megalomania, Part 8 of Earthsearch 2 by James Follett, Sean Arnold played Commander Telson, Amanda Murray Shana, Haydn Wood Dav, and Catherine Hurlbutt Astra. Angel 1 was played by Sonia Fraser, and Angel 2 by Gordon Reed. Bran was Michael Maloney, Elka Jill Lidston, Tidy David Goodison, and Kraken Crawford Logan. Earthsearch 2 is directed by Glyn Dearman.